George needed a way to tell which foot was which.
How's this? Dear Allie, I'd love to come to your party, but I have chicken pox. Measles?
Okay, now, blue is left and red is right. But which one's first?
George wondered what was the best way to put these in order.
Numbers? Good idea.
Hey! We've been looking all over for you.
We saw your bike outside. Are we going fishing?
Well, as soon as I learned the box step.
The box step, you say?
Question, which steps are fast and which are slow?
I get it. The quick steps are smaller because they take less time. You're pretty smart for a city kid. It's hopeless. We know left from right, fast from slow, where to go, and when to go there, and we still can't dance. What is this map missing?
We step in time. The music keeps us together.
The problem wasn't the map. It was music. They needed some to keep them together.
We're doing it! We're dancing!
At last, the big night was here, and George and Bill were ready.
Boy, I'm glad I didn't have to move to outer Gitchy-Gumi. Wait a minute. We can't go in there. I can't put this goofy map on the floor. Do-de-do, I'm such a bad dancer, I need a map.
That would look a little silly.
Does this make me look like I have mumps?
Hiya, George. Hey, Bill. Thanks for coming to my party. Did you go to the dentist?
What are we going to do?
What's wrong?
My shoe is untied.
But it's Velcro.
I need to tighten it.
Oh, okay.
How can we remember the dance without the map?
And then George saw it.
Hey,
The box step was shaped like a box.
I see. All we have to do is make a box with our feet. May I have this dance?
Why, certainly.
Sure. Hey, that's some fancy dance.
Bill, you danced beautifully.
And George, too. I wish I knew that dance.
You mean you don't know it?
The only dance I know is this. Whoops. But your dance looks fun. And I've got the perfect song. It makes me think of you, George. Aww.
Where's my banana? All right.
Left is blue and right is red.
The George School of Dance was definitely getting off on the right foot.
Mom, could I check out a chicken?
What did the library have that the chicken coop didn't. Books. George was onto something. The cookbooks kept some sound out.
I'm sorry, Giorgio, but I need them. They have all my secret family recipes. They're so secret, even I forget them if I don't have the books.
And then George realized books were just a bunch of paper. And he knew where to find lots and lots of that. The recycling room was full of it. But he ran out of paper, and he still needed to cover the roof and the floor. Maybe the recycling room had stuff for that too. Hundley couldn't figure out what that monkey was up to. Cans didn't make things quiet. Neither did bottles. But packing peanuts did. The cardboard might come in handy too.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. Everything was piling up. Newspapers, boxes, packing peanuts. Huh?
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
Packing peanuts made chickens wobbly. So George put them where the chickens didn't walk. Bubble wrap was a terrible floor covering. But cardboard worked great. Now, if he could just keep sound from coming in the window. But that made the coop look spooky. Maybe that bubble wrap was good for something after all. George could hardly wait until night to try the coop out. But he didn't have to. Once he finished soundproofing, the coop was so quiet, he fell asleep. And it wasn't even nap time. It was the quietest coop ever.
Still no eggs, huh? Eggs! You fixing my chickens, Georgie. Now we can make my famous pesto and peppers omelet.
And to George, breakfast never sounded so good.
You're right, George. There's our snap. All right!
Luckily, there was plenty of snappy stuff back in George's apartment.
Ready for pinning, George? And look what we made. I call this Dinner is Served, Opus 12. When the wind hits it...
Ooh,
George and Mr. Zubel arranged the pipes. Then tried to make the loudest bong they possibly could.
Perfecto! But we don't want just one bong, right? We want lots of bongs. Oh, hang up the pots? Yeah!
Wow, this certainly looks loud and unique. Bravo!
I think we'll be ready. Except there's no wind.
Oh, not to worry. When glass wants wind, glass gets wind. Watch this. Glass here. Just checking on that wind you promised.
Right, Mr. Glass. It hasn't arrived yet. But based on my sophisticated computer modeling, I can state categorically that wind will be arriving soon. No later than Wednesday.
Wednesday? Oh, that's no good. I need wind now. Oh, boy. This is a disaster. Look! All those people are expecting a world-class symphonic event in 23 minutes. Good luck, maestros.
Yeah, you said it, George. Yeesh.
If the wind symphony was going to work, George had better go find some wind. George grabbed anything that looked like it could make wind. Fans, the vacuum cleaner, the bellows from the fireplace, a piece of paper. Oh, and this looked good too.
This is so exciting. I am one of the patrons. Did you know?
No, I didn't. Congratulations.
Attention! Attention, please! Without further ado, let the symphony begin!
Hit it, George!
It was working. Sort of.
This is the world's quietest wind symphony.
George bellowed until he could bellow no more.
You're in luck, Mr. Glass. I was able to call in the 57th Street Whirlybird Squadron. Wind is on the way.
My arms are about to break. Oh, well. Beautiful.
I'm just so proud. Excuse.
What did I tell you, maestros? When glass wants wind, glass gets wind.
Aunt Margaret, let me take Betsy shopping. I love shopping.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sure. Plus, I know what all the cool kids wear. See ya.
Well, okay. Steve, the shoe store's right there.
I know a shortcut.
George had to hurry. he needed 4 photos with 4 shapes by 4. The first snapshot was a snap. All George had to do was wait for the shape to show up. A triangle. 3 sides, 3 corners.
George?
Let's buy you a dress.
But what about George?
George doesn't wear dresses.
The next shape was easy to get around to as well. It was a picture of a circle. Now George only had to find 2 hidden shapes. But first, he had to hide himself.
That's some hat, Betsy, but you're not wearing it right.
Steve, I can't see anything.
Oh, of course you can't. You've got a hat over your eyes, silly girl.
Those look like the cans in Betsy's photo. He had the cans, but where was the square? And then suddenly, everything lined up. It was a square. 4 corners, 4 sides, all of them the same. Now, the only picture George needed was a picture of himself. And a curve. How was George going to take a picture of George? George hooked up the camera just like Betsy had done, then clicked his photos and pressed print.
Wait! You need a new hairdo! Be-doo, be-doo!
What?
I'm sorry, Betsy. We didn't mean to mess up your photos. It just happened.
So that's what you've been up to. You didn't really mess them up.
They were there all the time?
A good photographer always saves her work. If anything happens to her pictures, she can print new ones. These are really good, George.
Hey, look! Ooh. Your shadow. There you are again. You're in every picture.
Hey, you should enter the contest too.
Definitely, but they need a title.
I have the perfect title for George's photos.
For her out-of-sight pictures about out-of-sight shapes, our next award goes to Betsy. And our final award goes to George for his imaginative entry, Photos of a Monkey Taking Photos of a Monkey.
George really liked taking pictures, but not as much as he liked having his picture taken with his friends.
Next come the flappy things, right?
What could make a good flapper?
Flop, flop, flop. That's great, George. Now we're ready for the blah, blah, blah part.
Instead of going blub, his soap went blob. What he needed was another thing with holes in it to help make suds. A tea strainer helped make great suds.
We got the spish, 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 and the flap, 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 and the blub, blub, blub. Now we need the squish, squish, squish.
Oh, I better take a hot shower, put on my slippers, and keep nice and warm.
If you needed scrubbers, bathrooms were great places to look.
Wow, that's a lot of scrubbies. So how do we make them scrub?
Where was he going to find something to make the scrubbers spin?
Oh, hey, Mr. Squirrel! You came back for your shower. Hey! Well, I guess he didn't want to shower after all.
Suddenly, an answer spun into sight. George was ready to take his car wash for a spin. But the car wash didn't just wash cars. It also washed George.
Oops.
And then he remembered what he forgot.
We're on a conveyor. Those rails have rollers under them that carry us through the wash.
He needed some rollers and rails.
Oh, good job, George.
But when his rollers were rolling,
Whoops.
his rails rolled off.
Ow. We need one of those long black mat thingies. You know, like they have at the grocery store. It goes whoosh.
George didn't have a long black mat, but he did have some short blue ones.
You ready? Flap, flap, flap.
Hey, a car wash. Cool. Oh, this is great. And my slippers and hat. Hey, the water finally came out of my ears. Yeah, when I bent down to see your amazing car wash. It's fantastic.
The automatic car wash was a big hit. Both of them.
Take good care of my Studebaker, George.